The holidays are just around the corner, and that means it's time to start thinking about all the delicious food we're going to enjoy. But if you're following a keto diet, you might be feeling a little bit left out. After all, so many traditional holiday desserts are loaded with sugar and carbs. But don't worry, because I'm here to show you that you can still enjoy all your favorite holiday treats without derailing your keto goals. That's right, we're making 3 easy keto holiday desserts that are perfect for beginners and experienced keto cooks alike. These recipes are all low in carbs, sugar-free, and absolutely delicious. So let's gather our ingredients and get started on creating some keto holiday magic. First up is our Keto Pumpkin Pie, a delightful twist on a classic favorite. But don't worry, it's still rich, creamy, and full of that irresistible pumpkin flavor we all love. Let's start with the crust, which is the foundation of any great pie. We'll be using almond flour, which is a fantastic keto-friendly alternative to traditional wheat flour. It's low in carbs and has a slightly nutty flavor that complements the pumpkin filling perfectly, adding an extra layer of taste. In a large bowl, combine 1.5 cups of almond flour, making sure to measure it accurately for the best results. I find it helps to put the almond flour through a sift to help break up some of the larger clumps. Add 1/4 cup of melted coconut oil, which will help bind the crust together and add a subtle coconut flavor. Then, mix in 2 tablespoons of sweetener of your choice. I like to use erythritol because it's a great sugar substitute that doesn't spike blood sugar levels. And don't forget a pinch of salt to balance out the flavors. Mix everything together until it forms a dough. This might take a few minutes, but it's worth it for that perfect crust. Press the dough into a pie plate, making sure it's evenly distributed along the bottom and sides. This ensures an even bake. You can use your fingers or the back of a spoon to do this. Now let's move on to the filling, which is the star of the show. In another bowl, whisk together 1 can, 15 ounces of pumpkin puree, and 2 large eggs. The eggs will help set the filling as it bakes. Add 1/2 cup of heavy cream to make the filling rich and creamy. Then add 1/4 cup of melted coconut oil for extra moisture and a hint of coconut flavor. Mix in 1/4 cup of sweetener to give the filling the perfect amount of sweetness without the carbs. Next, add in our spices. 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, which is a blend of cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, and cloves. Add 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon for an extra boost of flavor. And of course, a pinch of salt to enhance all the flavors. These warm spices will give our pie that classic pumpkin pie flavor that's perfect for the holidays. Whisk everything together until it's smooth and creamy, making sure there are no lumps. Then, pour the filling into the prepared pie crust, spreading it out evenly. Bake the pie in a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 50 to 60 minutes. You'll know it's done when the filling is firm and the crust has a beautiful golden color. Let the pie cool completely before slicing and serving. This allows the filling to set properly. You can enjoy it warm or cold with a dollop of whipped cream or a sprinkle of cinnamon on top. Both options are delicious. This keto pumpkin pie is the perfect way to satisfy your pumpkin spice cravings without all the carbs and sugar. It's a treat you can feel good about. It's a delicious and guilt-free way to enjoy a classic holiday dessert, making it a hit at any gathering. Next, let's make a creamy and festive sugar-free eggnog pudding, a delightful treat that will bring the holiday spirit to your table. This is a great keto-friendly dessert that's packed with holiday flavor and takes just a few ingredients. It's perfect for those who want to indulge without the guilt. In a saucepan, whisk together 2 cups of unsweetened almond milk, 1/2 cup of heavy cream, and 1/4 cup of sweetener. The combination of almond milk and heavy cream gives it a rich and creamy texture. You can also use coconut milk if you're not a fan of almond milk. I like to use a combination of erythritol and stevia for this recipe, but you can use your preferred sweetener. These sugar substitutes help keep the dessert low in carbs while still providing the sweetness we crave. Heat the mixture over medium heat, stirring constantly until it comes to a simmer. This ensures that the sweetener dissolves completely and the mixture is well combined. While the milk mixture is heating, whisk together 4 large egg yolks in a separate bowl. The egg yolks will add richness and help thicken the pudding. Once the milk mixture is simmering, slowly pour a small amount into the egg yolks, whisking constantly. This gradual process is crucial to avoid cooking the eggs too quickly. This is called tempering the eggs and helps prevent them from scrambling. By slowly raising the temperature of the egg yolks, we ensure a smooth and creamy pudding. Pour the tempered egg yolk mixture back into the saucepan with the milk mixture and continue to cook over medium heat, stirring constantly until the pudding thickens. This step requires patience but is key to achieving the perfect consistency. This should take about 5 to 7 minutes. You'll know it's ready when the mixture coats the back of a spoon. Remove the saucepan from the heat and stir in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, a quarter teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and a pinch of salt. These ingredients add depth and warmth to the pudding. These warm spices give the pudding that classic eggnog flavor. The aroma alone will make your kitchen smell like the holidays. Pour the pudding into individual serving dishes or a large bowl and cover with plastic wrap, pressing the plastic wrap directly onto the surface of the pudding to prevent a skin from forming. This step is important for maintaining a smooth texture. Refrigerate for at least 2 hours or overnight to allow the pudding to set. The longer it chills, the better the flavors will blend together. Before serving, give the pudding a good stir and garnish with a sprinkle of cinnamon or nutmeg if desired. This final touch adds a bit of extra holiday flair. This sugar-free eggnog pudding is a delicious and guilt-free way to enjoy the flavors of the holidays without all the sugar. It's a treat that everyone can enjoy, whether they're following a keto diet or just looking for a healthier dessert option. It's rich, creamy, and bursting with holiday cheer. Serve it at your next holiday gathering and watch it disappear. Finally, we're making Keto Gingerbread Cookies. These cookies are not only delicious, but also perfect for those who are following a low-carb or ketogenic diet. They bring all the festive flavors of traditional gingerbread cookies without the guilt. These are soft, spiced, and perfect for decorating with the family. Imagine the joy of gathering around the table, each person adding their own creative touch to these delightful cookies. In a large bowl, combine 2 cups of almond flour. Almond flour is a great low-carb alternative to regular flour and gives the cookies a wonderful texture. Add half a cup of coconut flour. Coconut flour helps to absorb moisture and adds a subtle sweetness to the dough. Next, add a quarter cup of sweetener. I like to use a combination of erythritol and monk fruit sweetener for this recipe. This blend provides the perfect amount of sweetness without spiking your blood sugar. Measure out 1 tablespoon of ground ginger. Ginger is the star spice in gingerbread cookies, giving them that signature zing. Add 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Cinnamon adds warmth and depth to the flavor profile. Include half a teaspoon of ground cloves. Cloves have a strong aromatic flavor that complements the ginger and cinnamon perfectly. Add a quarter teaspoon of ground nutmeg. Nutmeg adds a hint of sweetness and a touch of spice. Finally, add half a teaspoon of salt. Salt enhances all the other flavors and balances the sweetness. These warm spices give the cookies that classic gingerbread flavor. The aroma alone will make your kitchen smell like the holidays. In a separate bowl, whisk together 1 egg. The egg helps to bind the ingredients together and gives the cookies structure. Add a quarter cup of melted coconut oil. Coconut oil adds moisture and a slight coconut flavor that pairs well with the spices. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Vanilla enhances all the other flavors and adds a touch of sweetness. Pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients and mix until a dough forms. Make sure everything is well combined. The dough will be slightly sticky, which is what we want for soft and chewy cookies. If it's too sticky, you can add a little more almond flour. Shape the dough into a ball. This helps to bring all the ingredients together. Flatten it into a disc. This will make it easier to roll out later. Wrap it in plastic wrap. This keeps the dough from drying out while it chills. And refrigerate for at least 30 minutes. Chilling the dough is crucial as it helps to firm it up, making it easier to handle. The chilling process also allows the flavors to blend together. Once the dough has chilled, take it out of the fridge and let it sit for a few minutes to soften slightly. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. This ensures that the cookies bake evenly. Line a baking sheet with parchment paper. This prevents the cookies from sticking and makes cleanup a breeze. Roll out the dough on a lightly floured surface to about a 1/4 inch thickness. Be gentle to avoid tearing the dough. Use your favorite cookie cutters to cut out shapes. This is the fun part where you can get creative with different holiday-themed shapes. Place the cookies on the prepared baking sheet, leaving a little space between each one. Bake for 8 to 10 minutes, or until the edges are lightly golden brown. Keep an eye on them to avoid overbaking. Let the cookies cool completely on the baking sheet before frosting and decorating. This helps them to firm up and makes decorating easier. For a simple keto-friendly frosting, combine powdered sweetener with a little bit of unsweetened almond milk until you reach your desired consistency. This frosting is easy to make and adds a sweet finishing touch. You can add a drop of vanilla extract for flavor if desired. This adds an extra layer of flavor to the frosting. Get creative and decorate your gingerbread cookies with your favorite keto-friendly sprinkles, sugar-free chocolate chips, or chopped nuts. The possibilities are endless. These keto gingerbread cookies are a fun and festive treat that everyone can enjoy. They are perfect for sharing with friends and family. Whether you're at a holiday party or just enjoying a quiet evening at home, these cookies are sure to bring a smile to your face. They're perfect for cookie exchanges, holiday parties, or as a thoughtful homemade gift. Or simply enjoy them at home with a glass of almond milk. These treats are sure to impress your guests while keeping you on track with your low-carb lifestyle. I hope you enjoyed making these recipes as much as I did. They're a delicious and guilt-free way to indulge in all your favorite holiday flavors without the added sugar and carbs. Remember, just because you're following a keto diet doesn't mean you have to miss out on the holiday fun. Have a happy, healthy holiday season. Merry Christmas!